Prometheus is chained to a rock upon which an eagle feasts at his body every day. Being a god, he regenerates, but the pain is constant. Knowing the secret to the universe is apparently no easy task. This was considered Zeus's punishment for Prometheus's knowledge, his knowledge specifically of the bane of Zeus's rule. Here's the passage which comes just at the end of the second half of the second stanza of the first song of the play. This is Prometheus Bound, lines 189 to 195. I know how harsh Zeus is, and I know how close he keeps justice in his own hands. But I know that one day he'll grow mild and suggestible, when by that secret he's crushed. Then, having stemmed his harsh wrath, one day he'll come to me in unity and in friendship, as eager for it as I am. And in the Greek, that's Oid hotitrachus kai parheal toi to dikaion echon zeus. A limpas oio malagkang nom monestai pototan tau te hraistei. Tein ta teram non storessa sorgenes arthromonemoi kai pilote ta spoud on tipodexei. This passage is striking for the mention of the secret, tau te, that thing, which Prometheus holds over Zeus's head, and indeed the entire play ends up revolving around. The reason Prometheus can never be freed is more than his wily nature and conniving spirit, as Hesiod describes him in the Theogony. The most important aspect, dramatically, of his identity is the tragic nature of his foresight. Foresight is in fact Prometheus's very name, being a combination of pro, or the Greek prefix for before, and manthano, or to know or learn. Aeschylus has innovated upon the epic description of Prometheus as a simple foil to Zeus, as he is in the Theogony. Even though Prometheus aids Zeus in the Titanomachy, or the war in which Zeus overthrows Kronos, his sin of giving humanity fire sentences him to be bound to the rock for eternity. In fact, Prometheus was described as having given humanity all the arts, not just fire, as an offspring of this gift. As described by Plato in his Protagoras, in a story given to Protagoras' own voice, Epimetheus, or Prometheus' brother, Afterthought, being not so wise as he might be, heedlessly squandered his stock of properties on the brutes. He still had left unequipped the race of men, and was at a loss what to do with it. As he was casting about, Prometheus arrived to examine his distribution, and saw that whereas the other creatures were fully and suitably provided, man was naked, unshod, unbedded, unarmed. And already the destined day was come, whereon man, like the rest, should emerge from earth to light. Then Prometheus, in his perplexity as to what preservation he could devise for man, stole from Hephaestus and Athena wisdom and the arts together with fire, since by no means without fire could it be acquired or helpfully used by any, and he handed it there and then as a gift to man. Now, although man acquired in this way the wisdom of daily life, civic wisdom he had not, since this was in the possession of Zeus. Prometheus could not make so free as to enter the citadel, which is the dwelling place of Zeus, and moreover the guards of Zeus were terrible. But he entered unobserved the building shared by Athena and Hephaestus for the pursuit of their arts, and stealing Hephaestus' fiery art and all Athena's also he gave them to man, and hence it is known that man gets facility for his livelihood. But Prometheus, through Epimetheus' fault, later on, as the story goes, stood his trial for theft. But Aeschylus' play stands for a different end than the commonly understood trial, quote-unquote, for the theft of fire and endowment of humanity with the, quote-unquote, arts. In Aeschylus' tragedy, the secret is in the end never heard. Aeschylus has Prometheus descend into Tartarus without ever having the chance to be freed by Heracles, the secret. The superstructure of order and justice is thus acutely commented on and questioned by the sentencing of a god to death on stage. The old order has come to an end, but the middle gods, such as Prometheus and Epimetheus, cannot escape the power of Zeus. There is a metaphor of restraint in Aeschylus' retelling. Zeus is all-powerful, and the mediation of humanity in Prometheus' fate, or the freeing of him from the rock, is not made possible. This expression of powerlessness is simultaneously a powerful one, as it asks the Athenians present at the performance to sympathize with Prometheus, instead of seeing him as a trickster as he's framed in other narratives. Most importantly, Aeschylus brings awareness of a natural order and progression in the universe, from chaos, literally, into order, or the situation of the Olympians as rulers. But in doing so and cementing Zeus's power, asks what eventuality will follow the Olympians, if any. Perhaps this question is answered saliently by the manipulation of Athena's vote and the dramatic portrayal of the Oristyle, and the establishment of the law courts in Athens, but that's a topic for another time. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more Greek content.